Over 15 million people run in the United States. Over 4 million in some form of competition yearly. Yet, what do we know of running? How much better can we be through learning a running method? There has not been a substantial breakthrough in teaching a method of running until now. Up to now, the method employed in the training of running has been simply to run more and more to develop endurance and speed. You are about to receive the specific method which, with practice, will transform you as a runner. Like most sports, such as swimming, baseball, and tennis, or a skill such as ballet or karate require practice of technique, so does running. Basic steps and movements must be mastered before progressing to more advanced levels. Over the past 20 years, Russian track and field coach Dr. Nicholas Romanov has developed the pose method of running, which combines the mechanical model of a wheel and the biological model of animals. Together, these movements create a running form that will dramatically decrease your time, increase your endurance, and reduce the risk of injury. The key element in any sport is balance. And Dr. Romanov's pose method is specifically designed to provide you with the balance necessary for proper and natural running. The purpose of this video is to improve your running ability by presenting you with this completely new technique, which has been adopted by the USA Triathlon, the national governing body for the sport of triathlon, as the official running technique to be taught in its Olympic development program.
Nicholas has developed a technique referred to as the pose method, based on the idea that there's one basic pose that we use in running, and we change that pose from stance to stance, simplifying the technique in a way that makes it very easy for athletes to learn to make their running more economical, more efficient. This pose method is something that's been tremendously valuable to me personally, tremendously valuable to our team, and it's definitely, in my mind, the clearest, simplest way to teach an athlete to run efficiently.
Now let's talk basic theory.
For better understanding of running technique, we should discuss how well we change support, as your running technique is only as good as your change of support. For understanding these regularities, we use two basic models: a mechanical model, the movement of a wheel, and the biological model, the running of animals. In the first model, I would like to stress two main points: the transition of the center of gravity along a horizontal line without any vertical fluctuations, and the relation of the center of mass to support. Both these relations are constant. That is, during its movement, the center of gravity of the wheel does not change its position along the vertical line and in relation to support. In the second model, we can distinguish the S-like structure of animals' rear legs. That is, they are always bent and never straighten out. And also of interest is the fact that their legs don't have heels. That is, animals are always running on the front part of their feet. Now we can combine all this in the movement of man and integrate everything into one pose, in which we have the center of gravity over the support, the heel does not touch the ground, and the legs are always bent at the knee joints. We call this the running pose. Why? Because a pose is an integrating element of any movement, and teaching movement in different arts, such as ballet and karate, is done through teaching different poses. Thus, we have only one important pose in running, the running pose. The common notion in running is simply to reach out with one foot, then the other over and over again. Every time you reach out, you are throwing your body off balance, basically stopping yourself and putting unnatural stress that eventually leads to injury and results in a compromised performance. The pose method is divided into three parts, so you may first master the basic philosophy of movement and its application to running, proceed to intermediate drills, and finally move on to more advanced exercises for speed, balance, strength, and reflexiveness. What does it mean to run? On the surface, it appears like transferring the body through space along a horizontal line. Biochemically, it is horizontal jumps from one leg to the other with vertical effort. Running is transferring the body's general center of mass from one support to the other. This is what we call change of support. A runner is only as good as his change of support. The pose method's main goal is to develop the proper way to change support. What are the rules to follow in order to change support? Support is the ground contact of the body's general center of mass. The general center of mass, or the GCM as we will refer to it from now on, should remain directly above the support.